Hey guys, this is RW Dirt, and it's going to be one of my first videos. I've been doing a lot of metal detecting for actually quite a while, and really since about 2007. So I'll show you in another video my detectors, and we'll get out and we'll do some hunting together. But one thing that I was in the need for was a new pinpointer. I had a kind of a piece of junk old pinpointer that I bought off of eBay back when I first started metal detecting, and it did its job. It worked okay, but I decided, it's time for an upgrade, and so I've been doing a lot of looking around and planning things, studying and whatnot. And I liked the Garrett Pro Pointer, but I've heard some things about it, and then there were some other detector comparisons. And so what I did was I went on eBay, did some price checking on some of the things that I was looking for, and I decided to make a purchase. And today it just came in. So I'm kind of excited about this. And so I've already opened the flap, but I'm gonna show you as we go on the detector pinpointer that I bought. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. And got some peanuts, and I think there's a piece of paper or something in there. But I bought the dual power Deteknix Wader pinpointer, and dual power meaning that it can use a 9-volt or AA batteries. And I really like how some of the things I saw on eBay, the different comments, and I also liked the comparison between it and the Pro Pointer. It seemed like this was a bit more sensitive, especially they did a comparison against little tiny nuggets, as well as just the distance between coins and whatnot. And so I decided that this was going to be the detector that I was going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and I'll take it out of the box, and I'll take you through this, and maybe we'll explore this together. So stand by. All right, guys, welcome back. So I just went ahead and opened up the box, and I'm looking at right now the things that accompany it. So the cool thing about this particular detector, I'm getting my words running together here, is it does have a lanyard that attaches to the holster on one end and to the detector, the pinpointer, on the other. And then these areas here, these are little tabs that go over the end of the detector of the pinpointer to protect the tip. I really like that feature. One thing I've seen with a lot of other detectors is people saying, it gets a little worn out or, bruised up from the dirt and whatnot. And these caps are really going to be helpful in keeping the detector tip working just fine. I don't think you lose a whole lot of distance with it, but I'm going to set that aside. And here we have the pinpointer itself. Let me get this as I drop it. But there's the holster, and that's kind of neat. So the holster has a little back area, and it'll go right over a belt. That's just fine. And here is the, boy, I just cannot hold on to this thing. The pinpointer itself. And I don't have any batteries in it, and I'm going to do that as well. I'll get some batteries, but here is, of course, the end. This is where the batteries go. We see that it has an alternative end right here, and this is for the AA batteries. I think that is a really cool feature. If I don't want to use a 9-volt, 9 volts can be kind of expensive. This will take 2 AA's, and my understanding is it works just as well. And it does a great job. So the versatility of this is another thing that was a big seller for me, as well as the fact that it was more sensitive than the Garrett Pro Pointer and got a bit better distance on it. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some batteries in it, do a few tests, and we'll check it from there. So if I can keep from dropping this again, but we'll come back in just a moment. So hang tight. All right, guys, welcome back. I went ahead and I put a couple of AA's, so I used the adapter for the AA batteries. I didn't have a 9-volt hanging out, but I've got this charged up, I should say charged with some batteries. Let's go ahead and power this thing on. So this button here is the on-off button, and I think it's a mode button as well, and this is a mode button here. And so let's go ahead and power this up, and automatically we see that the light comes on. That's really kind of a cool feature right there, and especially in a dark hole. And I do a lot of dirt digging in parks and whatnot. Right now it is on just the beep. Yeah, it's just the beep. And if I hit this again, so let's go to the mode here, and now that's vibrate. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can see the red light flashing as well. And so we'll go ahead, and that's now vibrate and beep. And then this is just the beep. And so I've got a couple of items here. Let me set this down for a second. There's some screws that are that it's picking up in the table. But I'm going to go ahead. I've got a gold ring. I've got a silver ring here that may not be there. I think we might be able to get it to stand up. And then a penny. What I'm going to do is, let me move that aside, and we'll move this over here. And you'll get an idea of just how sensitive this detector, Deteknix Pinpointer, is. So we'll come up to the gold here. I think it's picking up some other things as well. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I'm kind of bending over at this table. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it on my knee and see if I can keep this from falling off. And you'll get an idea. I don't have any metal in my knee, but you'll get an idea of how sensitive this thing could be. I am probably, oh gosh, close to 3 inches away right there. And as I get closer, of course, we see it really picking it up. So that's pretty sensitive. I'm very impressed with that. My other detector, I'd have to be about a ½ inch away. But that is pretty good. So that's exciting. So there, and then also it detects on the side too. So you see, let's see if I can get a better shot there. I mean, look at that. That's also a couple of inches away right there. So that's the gold ring. Now that's a 10-karat gold ring right there. I'm going to put my silver ring. This actually is a 1962 Benjamin Franklin $50 ring, and that's it's a really cool thing. So I'm going to take a pause here and if I can keep this from beeping, but show you this ring. I mean, I don't know how much you're going to be able to pick up on this, but this ring is actually a coin. I found a guy on YouTube that, and you can do searches for this, but this guy actually makes rings out of coins. And so this is a 1962, which is the year of my birth, Benjamin Franklin dollar. And on one side, so on one side it says, this says, "In God we trust," right there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can. It's not really wanting to focus very well. But it says, "In God we trust." And then on the other side it says "Liberty." And then on the inside it says "United States of America $50." And this end right here actually has the ridges of a $50. So anyways, I bought that for me on my 50th birthday. It really wasn't that expensive. I emailed the guy. He said, "Send me the money and I'll make you the ring." And he provided the coin and everything. So that was really kind of a neat present for myself. But in any case, so we've got this sitting on my leg. This is about 3 inches or so away. Let's try it this way. And that's a little closer than what the gold ring was, but that's still 1.5 inches, 2 inches almost, where it's just starting to pick it up. Right there. And then if we come from the side, we see it's another inch, maybe a bit more than an inch. That's pretty good. I'm excited about this. And then finally, let me just get this. It's just a penny. And we'll get that, put that right here. And so here's the penny on my knee. And we'll test it right here. That is a good 2 inches away right there. That's impressive. That's very impressive. So I'm getting really excited about the idea of being able to hunt with this. I'm going to go ahead and power it off, and have to hold the button down, I think. There we go. So it's powered off. The neat thing about this as well, I like to hunt freshwater, even some saltwater beaches. I've got a Garrett AT Pro, but whenever I get a chance, I like to go to lakes and streams and whatnot, and do a little detecting there. And so the Garrett AT Pro, of course, is submersible to 10 feet. This is also submersible to 10 feet, which is why I wanted to get a wader type. It's not just water resistant, it's actually submersible. And I got a great deal on this. It was well under $100. I think I spent $76 on this, brand new in the box. So guys, my next time, hopefully you'll see me out in the field. We'll give this thing a test. But thanks for checking out this video. If you like my videos, and I'm going to have a lot more coming in the future, just hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends. So this is RW Dirt. Looking forward to seeing you guys again. Take care.